So let's talk about CamionPay. It's a company that's tackling a huge problem for some of the most essential workers in North America, cross-border truck drivers. We're going to see how some new tech is trying to fix something that impacts thousands of people every single payday. So I want you to imagine this. You do the work, you log all the miles, but by the time you actually get your paycheck, it's already worth less. Well, for thousands of Mexican truck drivers who get paid in pesos in an industry that pretty much runs on dollars, this isn't some what-if scenario. It's a real, constant source of stress. And here it is. This is the core of the problem. You see it right here. The value of the Mexican peso, it's all over the place. The US dollar, on the other hand, is, well, it's stable. It's a flat line. So what does that mean? It means by the time a paycheck sent in pesos actually gets to the driver and they convert it, they can lose a real chunk of their hard-earned cash just because the market moved. Just like that. All right, so what does this instability actually feel like on the ground, day to day? Let's break down the specific headaches that make the old way of doing payroll so tough, not just for the drivers, but for their employers too. For the drivers, it's really a perfect storm of problems. First, you've got the money itself losing value. Then you have these super slow payment systems. And on top of all that, there's this constant worry in the back of your mind about shifting US visa policies or new language requirements. And if that wasn't enough, you're getting hit with high fees, and timekeeping is often done by hand, so it's full of mistakes. The whole system just piles on the stress for the very people who keep our supply chains running. Okay, let's talk about the money, the actual cost. With traditional payroll systems, you could be looking at fees as high as 3%. That is a huge slice of a paycheck. CamionPay knocks that way, way down to somewhere between 0.5% and 1.5%. That difference, that's real money that goes right back where it belongs in the driver's pocket. So you've got this really tangled web of problems, right? Financial, logistical, even political stuff. The big question is, how do you even start to fix this? Well, CamionPay's whole approach really boils down to 3 key ideas. First things first, and this is the big one, you have to solve that volatility problem. And that means giving these drivers a way to get paid and hold their money in a stable currency. You gotta protect the value of their work from the second they earn it. Second, it's not enough to just fix the money. You gotta fix the whole process. By building in some smart, automated help, you can get rid of all those mistakes from manual timekeeping and give drivers instant, clear answers when they have questions about their pay. And number 3, speed. Come on, it's the 21st century. There's just no reason a paycheck should take days to show up anymore. The tech is here, right now, to make these payments happen safely in seconds, not days. Okay, so that's the game plan. Stable money, smart help, and speed. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty, the how. This whole thing is powered by 2 really key pieces of modern financial tech. First up is something called USDC, or USD coin. And honestly, the simplest way to think about it is just a digital dollar. For every single USDC out there, there's a real US dollar sitting in a bank account somewhere. So its value is always designed to be exactly $1. This is the secret sauce for that stable money we were just talking about. The second piece of the puzzle is Solana. So if USDC is the digital dollar, you can think of Solana as the brand new financial superhighway it drives on. It's a type of blockchain network that was built from the ground up for one thing, handling tons and tons of transactions, super fast, and, this is the important part, for super, super cheap. And look, when I say cheap, it's practically free. The average fee to send money on Solana is this tiny, tiny fraction of a penny. Just think about that compared to what a normal wire transfer costs. This incredibly low cost is what makes this whole new kind of low-fee payroll system even possible to begin with. All right, now what about speed? Well, a transaction gets confirmed on this network in less than half a second. So what does that mean for the driver? It means their entire paycheck can be fully settled and ready to use in their digital wallet in just 1 to 6 seconds. We're not talking days, we're not even talking hours, we're talking seconds. Okay, so we have the stablecoin, we have the fast network. How does all this tech actually come together for a real person? Let's walk through what payday actually looks like for a driver using the system, and you'll see just how much easier it gets for their boss, too. Okay, check out this flow. Step 1, the system automatically grabs the verified hours and miles straight from the truck's onboard computer. So right away, no more manual timesheets. That's huge. Step 2, an AI instantly figures out the correct pay. And it even handles the complicated Mexican tax stuff like ISR and IMSS. Done. Step 3, the fleet owner just has to look it over and approve the whole batch with one click. And then finally, step 4, boom, the driver gets their pay in stable USDC right in their mobile wallet just seconds later. But what happens if a driver has a question? What if they want to know something? Well, they just open the app and can ask in Spanish something like, ¿Cuánto ISR me retuvieron? Which basically means, hey, how much ISR tax was taken out? And the AI assistant inside the app can instantly check their specific numbers and give them a personalized answer right on the spot. No waiting. You know, when you see all this together, you realize this isn't just about making payroll faster or cheaper. It's about completely changing what a paycheck even means when you're working in such an unpredictable environment. It's about turning it from something that causes anxiety into a tool that actually provides stability. Think about it. When a driver knows their pay is safe, that it's in dollars, and that they have a bit of a financial safety net, that completely changes how they feel about their job. And for the companies, the fleet owners who are always struggling with high turnover rates, well, offering this kind of stability and modern tech becomes a massive advantage. It's a powerful way to get and keep the best drivers. And when you lay it all out like this, you can really see how every feature is designed to tackle a specific real-world problem. Worried about US policy changes? The AI assistant can help with language and compliance stuff. The peso being all over the place? Solved. You get paid in stable USDC. What if the truck breaks down unexpectedly? Drivers can get an instant advance on the hours they've already put in. It all adds up to a much more complete approach to a driver's financial well-being. And really, that's the big idea here. When you totally rethink the basic plumbing of how people get paid, especially people in really vulnerable situations, you can give them so much more than just money. You can deliver security, confidence, peace of mind. And it leaves you with a really interesting question. What other jobs, what other industries could be completely changed just by transforming the simple paycheck from a transaction into a real tool for stability?